Good afternoon, Timmy Talkers. What a gloomy day. Today's episode is... I love irony. I love irony. I was watching the news earlier. I do watch GB News because I like the shouty part. I don't like the BBC because, well, they're awful. So, today's irony, I was watching the Prime Minister's Question Times, and they did a split screen thing on GB News today. So they had Prime Minister's Question Time and a split screen of the state visit of the German Prime Minister, who's... and I liked it because Keir Starmer was saying we're putting an extra £100 million in blah, 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 blah. You know how he does, goes on, like someone who's been really told off by the headmaster and he's got to stand up in front of the class and tell everyone why he did it. But saying that we put an extra, he said, like, we put a £10 million extra into whatever service is protecting certain demographics from nobody. But on the other side, it was the German Prime Minister being driven around Windsor Castle in a golden carriage on a state visit that's going to cost about £3 million. Now, don't get me wrong, I like the royal family. I like the pomp and circumstance and pageantry. But we live in times where everyone's trying to save money. We all must do our bit. I'm doing my bit. Everyone out there with a job is doing their bit. Anyone who's ever worked and saved is doing their bit. We all need to do a little bit more. And then we have a £1 million state visit from the multi-million pound state visit from the Prime Minister of Germany. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would have loved to have been riding around Windsor Castle in a golden carriage, with all the pomp and ceremony and a big state banquet later, and bringing our two nations closer together. They couldn't be much closer together because the royal family are all German, and fine people they are too. So that was it. I was just listening to the news, how we all need to pull our socks up and do our bit and pay a bit more and help more people out and take more people in and move people around, and then there was a golden carriage on the same screen going round and round. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole thing. So that was it today. So, irony. You can't beat it, can you? Like when you say a joke that you don't mean, that you don't like a certain demographic or gender of person, you do it in an ironic way. So, everybody today, let's go out, pick up a book, learn some irony, learn some satire, learn not to be too serious, learn not to be offended, learn to have things said to you that you may not like or agree with, but they're not going to kill you, are they? Just deal with it. So that was it today. And so, in honour, and I'm sure he'd love it, in honour of the Prime Minister's visit to Germany's visit to UK today, I'm going to put on Sonne by Rammstein, which is a superb song. If you watch the video, it's got all these it's Snow White and Seven Dwarfs themed, where they're digging out gold and she injects it, Snow White injects it and dies. It's a cheerful tale. So like, share and subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow. I hope the sun's up a bit more tomorrow. Mind you, I'll have to do gardening if it is, so fingers crossed it's pissing down. I'm just going to have a curry for my dinner before I go to work, because you don't get more English than that. Take care, everyone. Bye.